Crab concerns in southwest Florida waters tonight. Populations in the area are reportedly decreasing at an alarming rate. But what's to blame? Some crabbers say it's the rise in sport fishing. But as 4 News Corner's Mark Jackman found out, fishermen believe there's a bigger factor.
I got crabs coming in.
The crab industry is important to southwest Florida's economy, but with disappearing numbers, its future is at risk. Back in the early 80s, commercial fisherman and crabber Roy Kibbe says he was catching from 500 to 1,000 pounds of crab out of 100 traps. Today, in the same amount of traps, he's catching 20 to 30 pounds.
Our biomass of crabs are drastically dropping off from what they were years and years ago.
Roy agrees the runoff from Lake Okeechobee is a huge problem, but he says tarpon fishermen are negatively impacting the population of juvenile crabs, called peelers.
Guys go catch them, they go up to the boats and they sell them. You know, there's no license in there. So why are they allowing these guys to take all these peeler crabs to use for an industry that there is no value to? It's just a sport industry.
Ken Jaros, president of the Cape Coral's Tarpon Hunters Club, says he personally never uses crab to catch tarpon, but knows they do like to use it in competitive tournaments.
I'm certainly opposed to taking away any breeding stock of any of our wildlife, and especially crab. Crab is part of our environment here.
Ken says he's all for addressing illegal crabbing, but Roy says the state isn't doing enough enforcing.
They're not looking at this sector here that's illegally taking these crabs for a sport and industry, and they've got no records of it.
Rather than pointing fingers at each other, I say that the crab fishermen and the tarpon fishermen get together and point fingers where it should be, at our legislature.
Ken Jaros believes the greatest enemy is the polluted runoff from Lake Okeechobee, still making its way into southwest Florida's waters. In Cape Coral, Mark Jackman, Fox 4, in your corner.
Earlier this year, Governor Rick Scott got involved, stopping releases from Lake Okeechobee into the Caloosahatchee River over concerns about algae.